Howdy, y'all's Curious Raven. On this Saturday with a creepy pasta for you. Easter is tomorrow. We actually celebrated our Easter Friday. It's when all the family can get together. And we had a really nice time. This story is by MarineroRon, and it is called I Took My Date to a Fancy Seaside Restaurant. The view was to die for. Lobster sucks. I mean, obviously some of you might disagree with me. I figure, though, most people just haven't eaten enough of it. Trust me, it sucks. I used to eat it all the time. Nothing at all special about it except maybe its price. I could be wrong, though. I hate all seafood in general, so I might not be the best expert. What? No, it doesn't. Lori playfully scoffed after I mistakenly blurted that out loud. She looked at me again with that same look. It was nice, you know? I honestly have no idea what these looks mean, but this one was beautiful. Well, I love it, she added, then dipped another bite into some clarified butter and ate it. Her seafood platter was brimming with seafood. They designed the plate like the lobster was the star. It looked nice, but that is one plate that I was glad not to touch. I was more than happy with my simple burger. I can't believe you take me to this nice seaside restaurant and order a fucking hamburger. You're so weird, she added with a smile. Damn, she is so gorgeous. I can tell she put a lot of care into getting ready for our date tonight. Her wavy auburn hair flowed down to her bare shoulders. Her tight green dress dared the other patrons not to look. Most wouldn't see what I did, though. That they matched her flawless eyes. Sorry. I'm just used to eating lobster a lot. Not a fan. I told her this time, not so, lacking Coley. Maybe this wasn't the best place to take her, I guess. The seaside restaurant was a nice place, if a little expensive. But I suppose that wasn't a problem for me now. My brutal job letting me easily afford expenses like this. You did? When was that? She asked before eating another sickening bite. A while ago, I said. I realized that was rudely too short, but I didn't really want to talk about it. I felt really tired for some reason. I was honestly really excited to take her out, but these past few weeks, the strain of work has been tough. A few more days before I had to fly back out to the rig for another rotation. I wasn't really sure what would happen this time. This time I would be flying back to a rig without accidents. My phone buzzed on the table. It was facing down, but it's buzzing really loud. Then it buzzed again. Then again. Then again. Then it buzzed like someone was calling me. Fucking hell. What's that? She asked, with maybe a small look of concern. I looked up to the ceiling. Damn it. I knew it was too good to be true. I desperately wanted to silence my phone, but was afraid to look at it. It's possible it was just my mom, upset that I hadn't called her in so long. Or maybe a wrong number, someone searching for someone that would never respond. 1 sec, I'll turn it off. I grabbed it and I couldn't help myself. I looked at it. Fuck, it was Charlie. Who was that? Seems like they need to talk to you, she said. She was smiling. She didn't look annoyed, but I could tell she thought it was odd. My phone continued to buzz with more alerts. Charlie from work. I flipped my screen so she could see the contact name for the alerts on my phone. I know she would have believed me regardless, but it didn't matter. Nothing I supposed mattered anymore. Do you like me to talk with him? It seems urgent. Nah, I said and smiled at her, turned my phone off and tossed it to the end of the table. It might be junk at this point. A man of few words, she said. Damn, her eyes are way too beautiful. It's sometimes hard to maintain looking at them for too long. I maintained my gaze this time. You know, I have to say, it's actually kind of ironic. I guess I am a man of few words, if I'm being honest. Normally, I wasn't much of a talker, except for last month. I talked more that stormy night than I had in a while. The surprise weather was too awful. The rain pelting all the guys on the platform. All of them were scared. Their wary faces, framed with matted down hair, stared up at me as I gave my impromptu speech. I had no idea that I had those kinds of words in me. Maybe it was the pressure or the utter helplessness of working on that rig where every fucking month there was an accident. What's even weirder is that my speech that night worked. I looked out at the group of men, boys really, and saw their expressions change. Their panicked and scared looks turned to hope. Even Charlie, the most indoctrined zealot of the lot, was convinced. I just couldn't believe it. My entire view of people changed that night. I guess when it comes down to it, people really are desperate to do the right thing. Last month was the first month without an accident. Gary, the scared and careless newbie, with the heavy rain hiding his tears, looked so relieved. It was one of the best feelings I've ever had seeing him fly out a few nights later, safe and sound. I swear, I thought I did something good for once, saving the sea from one more careless worker. I knew Charlie was probably still trying to reach me. Damn, dude, it doesn't matter anymore. It was a gamble and it didn't pay off, obviously. I mean, you'd think the universe wants you to do the right thing. It feels so natural to want to do it. Like if you do it, everything will snap in place and justify it. Apparently not. I really had no idea what I was doing. What? I asked Lori, who's staring once again at me with that look. I'm just trying to figure you out, she said. I laughed at that. Absolutely nothing to figure out. Just some big fuck up. Blew everything. A guy that messed with something that he didn't understand and was going to pay for it. I was about to respond when the screaming started. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell how much screaming there was. One thing I've learned in life is that in any dangerous or critical situation, most people are pretty quiet. They don't cry or scream. They go through whatever thing it is in silence. Those that do scream, though, well, they more than make up for the rest of them. I could feel Lori desperately trying to tug at my arm. I could have pretended that she was budging me a little bit, but there was no point. I was not going with her. I didn't deserve to, and besides, it was pointless. You go on without me. Head out the back and drive away. I'll follow you, I swear. I need to take care of something. I lied to her. I hoped that she would just leave and not say anything. I love you, she added, as one final nail. Fuck. What else could I do? I obviously had to say it back. I assured her it was fine and managed to convince her to leave. Maybe I should have joined some profession. Persuasion was useful. I was pretty good at it by this point. The restaurant was empty. No more screams, but the car alarms were pointlessly blaring. I reached over to Lori's plate and popped the calamari in my mouth. I smiled in smug satisfaction at my small victory. I guess calamari was kind of tasty. The door suddenly shattered as the first massive tentacle reached its way inside. Well, this was going to be interesting. All right, y'all. That is the end of this short story today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I want to tell you happy Easter. Enjoy time with your friends and family. I love y'all so much. I will see you on Tuesday. But until then, remember it's scary out there. Please like and subscribe.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross